morning, everyone. I'd like to introduce our wonderful musicians today, Leora and Jaye.
I know we might be feeling a little bit sleepy this morning, but I'm going to invite you to sing along with me. I think the lyrics are going to be going up there.
Good morning, beautiful people. Hello.
To have more
It's
volume
beautiful.
on
It's
me.
wonderful to see your wonderful faces.
I can barely hear it.
And thank you,
pretty loud. Okay.
Leora and Jaye, for your wonderful intro. Hi, my name is Jill Ingalls, and I'm one of the practitioners here at White Rock, CSL White Rock. And today, I would also like to welcome our Zoom community and all you beautiful people out there in our online community. And I believe it is Pamela that's our online practitioner today. Welcome, Pamela, and everyone online. Thank you for being with us here today. It's a joy to have you. And if you are new, please, is anybody new here today? Oh my, well, welcome. Thank you for coming here today. And be sure to see our president, Sandy, here, and she has a welcome package for you. It's lovely that you joined us today. Thank you so very much. I think it's time to take a breath. Just settle into this beautiful morning, this beautiful time to get, just take a loving, beautiful breath of this infinite source that is always present. As we begin this sacred time together, I invite you to take a deep breath and gently turn your awareness inward. With hearts full of gratitude, we pause to acknowledge the sacred ground we are privileged to stand upon. We give thanks to the First Peoples for their enduring love, wisdom, and stewardship of this land. The unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Katzie, Kwantlen, and Simeon nations. We also honor the many other indigenous nations who now call this region home, and we recognize the richness they bring to the community of White Rock, Surrey, and beyond. May this land acknowledgement be more than words. May it be a reminder of our shared responsibility to walk gently, to listen deeply, and to live in the right relationship with one another and with the earth. At CSL White Rock, we hold a vision of a loving, vibrant world that works for all. As a spiritual community, we are committed to moving forward with understanding, compassion, and harmony. Our teachings are grounded in the science of mind, a spiritual philosophy that honors the universal truth in all faiths and traditions. We believe that each of us is a unique expression of the divine, and we are here to awaken to that truth, to live from the inside out, to be peace, to be love, and to bring our highest selves forward. Welcome to our beautiful community, CSL White Rock. Whether you are here for the first time or have been part of this community for years, you are home. And now it is my joy to welcome my dear prep sister, Georgia, who will lead in meditation.
Thanks, Jill. Ooh, we got the mic nice and loud today, so you don't have to worry about listening. Can you hear me, Ray? Okay, so you can just stay relaxed because we're going to have a nice meditation. So as you settle into that comfortable position with hands gently in your lap and feet on the floor, just allow your shoulders to relax and your jaw to soften. Soft eyes or closed. And then continue to take that slow, deep breath in. In, out, deep, slow. Calm, ease. And as we first begin with this arriving, feel the weight of your body being supported. Let your breath move naturally. With each exhale, release a little tension. And within each inhale, invite in the calm. In, out, deep, slow. Now as we turn inward, bring your awareness to the chest and the space around your heart as you continue to breathe. Imagine a warm light, gently glowing. It may feel like warmth, softness, or simply an openness, as we may keep our heart open, because this is the center of your compassion. Let the light deepen with every breath. In, out, deep, slow. Now we can visualize offering compassion to ourselves. Quietly offer yourself the kind of care you would offer to someone you deeply love. Just allow that to sit in there, in that area of your heart. And you may be repeating to yourself silently, may I be kind to myself. May I be patient with my own heart. May I be gentle with my mind and my body. If any emotions arise, comfort, resistance, emptiness, just allow them. Compassion doesn't require perfection, only presence. May I be kind to myself. Maybe I be patient with my own heart. And may I be gentle with my mind and body. In, out, deep, can extend that compassion to someone we care about. Bring to your mind someone who naturally brings out a warmth in you. This may be a friend, a pet, a family member, or even someone you've only known briefly. See them surrounded by the same soft light. Let's offer them the same intention. May you be safe. May you feel supported. May you feel loved. Just feel that breath as we repeat that, as we continue to visualize that loved one. May you feel safe. May you feel supported. May you feel loved. So as we stay steady and the warmth flows outward, finally we expand our compassion to the world. Imagine that warm light widening, filling this room, this neighborhood, this city, expanding without effort, a quiet ripple of care, reaching others who may be struggling, lonely, or simply in need of a gentle moment. May all beings find peace. May all beings find peace. May all beings find peace free and be free from suffering. May all beings be free from suffering. In, out, deep, slow. So as we return to the room, slowly bring your attention back to your heart. Feel that soft compassion still within you. Take one more deep, cleansing breath in. And one slow breath out. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes or lift your gaze and carry this softness with you today. Namaste. And we'll have a musician.
Think of all the hearts beating in the world at the same time. Think of all the faces telling stories of our lives at the same time. Think of all the eyes looking out into this world, trying to make some sense of what they see. Think of all the ways we have of being. Think of all the ways we have of seeing. Think of all the children being born into this world at the same time. Feel your love surround them through the years they'll need to grow at the same time. Think of all the hands reaching for a dream, and think of all the dreams that could come true joining me and you. When it comes to thinking of tomorrow, we must protect our fragile destiny. In this precious life, there's no time to borrow. The time has come to be a family. Think of all the love pouring from our hearts at the same time. Think of all the light our love could shine around the world at the same time. Think what we've been given, just think what we could lose. All of life is in our trembling hands. It's time to overcome our fears and build a world that loves and understands. It helps to think of all the hearts beating in the world, and oh, for all the hearts beating in the world, there's a healing music in our hearts. At the same
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so very much. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Well, our beloved Reverend Tamara is taking a break right now, so we are in the good hands of a wonderful speaker today, Reverend Liz Mirante. She's quite familiar to many of us. I mean, she's a beautiful soul, and actually, I think she first began with us when it was just before COVID. Right, just before COVID at Sunnyside, and then during COVID, which was a blessing, online, and now you're back. So it's great. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Reverend Mirante has been a minister for CSL White Rock since for CSL White Rock. Oh my goodness. For the Centers for Spiritual Living, it's like that's the only that exists. So since 2003, but she actually was becoming a minister since 1999. She comes from the Seattle area, where she did her ministerial training and served on the staff of CSL Seattle for 14 years, and at the same time raising 2 daughters. Can you imagine? I guess that really was a help, wasn't it? I would think, yes. So beautiful. And she also, between this, she actually did several month stints teaching for the Centers of Spiritual Living in Ukraine. So served as the senior minister of the Monterey Center for Spiritual Living from 2008 through to 13, and then came back to the Pacific Northwest to retire, but instead was really rewiring. Liz currently serves on the board of the Science of Mind Foundation and the CSL organization's recently formed Resource Development Committee. A quote from Sufi master Mir Babar encapsulates the theme of Liz's ministry: where love is present, the path to truth is joyous. Beautiful. Please welcome back Reverend Liz Mirante.
So now, the great period of trust is always with the sound person, and they're already right on it, so I love that. So good morning, White Rock. It is so great to be here. I am so grateful to be here, and I am just know this day is a blessed day because I am sure I would have loved your originally scheduled musician, but Leora and I go way back, so when she walked in, I was just beside myself. And actually, you were here the last time I spoke.
Yes, that's right.
So that's always fun. So I'm so grateful to Tamara for having me up here again. I love coming up here. And, you know, it is so perfect that you guys now have My Soul is Welcome here as your opening song, because I felt that the very first time I spoke here. You know, I go to different communities, you go to different communities when you're traveling or whatever, and some groups you just kind of feel like you disappear, and sometimes you want to. But this particular group, from that very first time I spoke, I just felt this welcome energy, this embracing energy. So good on y'all. Yay for you. Yay for you. So, this morning, when Tamara sent me the themes, that I could do the monthly themes if I wanted to, and it was opinion, fact, or truth. And I gotta tell you, I'm gonna probably just do something a little different with this so I can walk back and forth and not bump into it. Okay. I gotta tell you, when I first saw that, it's a great topic. Ernest Holmes says we must be open at the top. It's an important thing as we consider navigating this world, especially south of the border. That it's important to discern and distinguish the difference. But what I hit upon was something that's become kind of a pet peeve of mine for the last several years, and I told Leora she might have a little bit, and some of you might have a little bit of an issue with me, my bringing it up this way. But that for, I think, at least 20 years, there's been more and more prevalence of people talking about my truth. My truth is this, my truth is that. And on the face of it, I think on the one hand, people are trying to say this is just what I believe. But I think when we say my truth, especially in the world we live in now, it can be problematic. And I think it was probably because the first time I heard someone saying, well, this is just my truth, she was very upset about something. And it didn't really seem to be her truth. It seemed like it was an opinion she had about something not being right, and by clinging to it, she was hurting herself. But this is my truth. And so ever since then, when I sort of hear that, I go, okay. Okay, so I think there's some issues, and when we call it my truth, and I'm obviously going to be talking more about this morning. When you say my opinion, I mean, yeah, we can stand by our opinions, but when you say something's my truth, you kind of want to hold on to it a little more tightly, don't you? You get I'm sounding a little more Canadian. I don't say don't you when I'm in the States. But truth is really kind of important, and I'm getting ahead of myself. But so just kind of have that in your mind, that when we say something is my truth, we take ownership of it, which can be okay, but we also, like, all of a sudden our opinion becomes something unassailable. So let's step back and look at the definitions of opinion, fact, and truth. So an opinion is a personal belief based on experience. Is that an okay definition? And can opinions change? Yeah, of course. Opinions can change, and no one dies. Maybe that's my conclusion. Opinions change and no one dies. Now, fact is something observable that's supported by objective evidence. Boy, do we need to remember that in the country that I'm a citizen of. Supported by objective evidence, but that's another talk for another place. Now, we can say the facts don't change, but we're always learning new things, aren't we? I was recently in Portugal and went down to, in Lisbon, there's this tower, there's a little town near Lisbon called Belém, and there's the Belém Tower, which was the one where the great Portuguese navigators and explorers who really, I'd forgotten how much they really explored the New World. And that was the last thing they saw as they set out. Well, remember what we used to be sure the Earth was? Flat. So in the original sailing out, it's like, bye-bye, oh no, we're going over the edge. And we just think in physics. Remember, I was thinking about this the other day, and I get myself in trouble when I talk about science, because this is not a science brain. But remember when atoms were the smallest? They're not anymore, are they? And that's all I can say about that. So facts are observable and supported by evidence, but even facts can change. Then we get to truth, which people could argue, but I think for us as people in this teaching, we see truth as something that's universal and that's immutable. And the truth doesn't change, however, our understanding of it can change. Hopefully it evolves and grows as we study, as we meditate, as we listen, yes? So, and I always say, and so the truth does not change. Our understanding and certainly our application of our daily ability to live it will change. And I often say, this is just a little side or a little freebie, that a truth test that I love to use is that when you contemplate a statement, if you feel more free in the deepest way, it's truth. You know, Jesus said, the truth will set you free, not opinions. You know, and I've known in my life things that I thought were true about me that were the bad news. Anybody have stuff that wasn't great news about themselves that they, you know, when you think, oh, I forgot, I'm never going to be competent to do X, Y, Z. Does that ever make you feel more free inside or more expanded inside? No. So those are the things we're going to agree on about truth. So here's some of my issues about my truth. First thing is that you've just taken out universal of the equation and created separation. This is my truth. And who thinks the world needs more separation these days? I think we already get all these illusions of separation. And then there's the truth thing, my truth, that we conflate our lived experience with truth. And so we could say, I am this, or life is this. And we call that truth. But is it? What do we learn in science of mind? That we get judgments. That the science of mind teaches us, and awareness trainings teach this too, they probably got it from the science of mind, that we have an experience, we make a conclusion about it, and then that conclusion becomes a belief, and it becomes the lens through which we then experience the rest of life, and so our experiences then confirm the belief, which draws to itself experiences which confirm the belief, and there we are embedded. Ed, is this new to anyone?
No.
Okay. And that is very tempting to look on as truth. When it isn't, it's just the conclusions that we've drawn. And you may have heard this when you were first taking classes here, but our worldview, our mindset, our beliefs, if we don't examine them, are set by the time we're like 6 years old. So what 6-year-old do you know draws great conclusions about life and themselves? You know, there are a few, you know, star children, but in general, yeah, 6-year-olds are not really, that's not really a smart thing. And so that's what's so amazing and freeing, right? When we come into this teaching, we start examining our beliefs about ourselves and life and go, is this really true? Does this have to be true? Do I have to be unlucky in love? Do I have to live paycheck to paycheck? Do I have to struggle in life? Our experience may have shown that that was so, but we can always do what? Change our thinking and change our life. And I said this all, I'm just thinking, is there something else I need to say? That in a physics way, this is my other little way I can touch out here, is that when we declare a thing is so, you know, we live in a world of infinite possibilities, and when we declare a thing is so, we start collapsing that field of all possibilities into one. And so you can imagine when we call something our truth, we are collapsing those possibilities. And sometimes what we call my truth can be limiting. It can be limiting. Like I said, I'm unlucky in love, or I don't deserve, or you know, life is sorrowful. Everyone I'm with leaves me, you know. So we have to be really careful. I had two great experiences that could be with what I thought was the truth about other people, which is always really great, because along with this is our judgments, right? About this is okay, this is not. I had a difficult relationship with my dad for many years, and I remember my very first awareness training. Those of you, when I say that word, you kind of know what I mean. This was sort of my precursor to getting involved in the science of mind, which is the philosophy that this church organization is named after. And so I'm in this training, and people are just throwing stuff at you to try to bring up all your negative beliefs about yourself. That's what they used to do in those days. That's how we were going to burst free, if everybody. And I was saying, oh, I was never enough. My dad always wanted me to do more. Whatever I did wasn't enough. I remember when I was a little kid swimming in my aunt's pool, and you know, he'd tell me to swim to him, and then when I get to him, he'd step back and step back. It was just never enough. He was always, and one of the people who was supposed to be, you know, pushing me more into that not enough said, in a moment of misstep, he said, he wasn't doing that. He was just trying to get you to be more. And he was trying to say it in a blamey, shamey way, like, you idiot, you didn't see that. And it was one of those bubble bursting moments. It was like, oh, blank. He was trying to get me to be, you know, it was like I was supposed to be in this thing and I was actually just burst up by realizing something different. And can you imagine how that changed, having a parent who you always thought you weren't enough, and what that told you about you, what it told you about him, and how he wasn't being a good kind of supportive dad, and to like, oh. So I wouldn't say that I never had difficulties with my dad again, because my husband would say, yeah, no. but it paved the way for me not clinging on to a truth I held about him. And Steve, my husband, and I actually lived with him the last several months of his life. And, you know, he told me I would elect to do that, you know, 15 years so that was great, and to see new possibilities in him. Did he change? He seemed to, but this had to change. And then I've had, I don't often bring this up, but I figure she's not going to come here, my sister-in-law. She's probably not going to come here. That originally I had a lot of difficulties with her. Number one, I really liked my brother's college girlfriend. Really loved her. We got along just swimmingly. And my sister-in-law was very different from me. Later I learned why that was. I kind of blurt stuff. I know you'd never get that. I kind of blurt stuff, don't always think about it. I can be rather unguarded, and she was very guarded and very quiet. And the way she was with my brother, I didn't really love a lot of the time. And through some difficulties he had, I remember having the opinion, if you're gonna move forward in life as a healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically healthy individual, you need to dump her, I thought. Because you are more important to me than you staying married to this person. Well, at some point, I was in practitioner training, and we were talking about forgiveness, and I was reading this book by Jack Kornfield about forgiveness, and some lights went on, and long, not really related story short, I saw her as this human with some of her hard stories and who she was, and started seeing some things like almost in a quick motion, dominoes falling down, seeing things I'd interpreted a certain way, completely differently. I mean, it wasn't one by one, it was like boom. And now she and I get along wonderfully. We travel together, we really enjoy each other. And my brother and she have worked through some stuff, and he has had to become a better person. Oh, you mean my brother had to become a better person? Which of course I would have said in our relationship, but not in theirs. Of course he was right. But, you know, did she change? Maybe a little. But what first had to change was me not clinging on to this idea about her. So we get this, when we release our opinions or our truth, sometimes the world can't change. So how do we know what should change? How do we stay open? Where do we know? Well, first of all, who thinks I'm done? I know what I need to know. I do what I need to. I'm done. I'm cooked. Yeah. Anybody who raised their hand and said, you might be in the wrong community, because the work of this teaching is to evolve and grow, right? To get more of that compassion that we talked about in the meditation, and to really walk on this planet in as beautiful and peaceful way as we can, in our own way, So part of that involves, you know, continuing to look at our truths and beliefs, our thoughts and beliefs, our truths, what we think are our truths, and say, is this really true? Who is that wonderful person who does that's her whole work? Byron Katie, yeah. She says, you know, is this true? Is this really true? How do I know this is true? The kind of things that, yeah, we think that My kid should pick up his socks. Well, he's not picking up his socks. He should learn to pick up his socks. That was a great thing to, I should get off the dime about worrying about whether he picks up his socks or not. And we do need discernment. There's a difference between judgment and discernment. Judgment usually is like this hard, fixed, where discernment is just distinguishing that works for me, that feels right to me, versus this is right. Which is probably how we got to the phrase, my truth. I get that. I get that. It's trying to say, well, this is just me. But again, when you use the word truth, it's like you're telling yourself, hang on to that. Because if you have to surrender truth, then what are we? And that's why it's the danger zone. So again, how do we know if it's truth? Well, I talked about making it free, but I know none of you have ever heard this from me or your minister or your practitioners, but daily spiritual practice. That's how you get discernment. That's how you know truth. Because when we take time every day, especially at the beginning of the day, to meditate, to read some spiritual teaching, to chant, to pray, whatever your combinations of ways are, we are accessing truth. And we are accessing love, which is the greatest truth there is. And that's kind of, to me, the only way we know. And also in that daily connection, some of the stuff that we might have been clinging to about ourselves can fall away. Now, I wouldn't tell you I'm like some of the great Eastern mystics who have said, who am I? I am the, isness that is. And I know there are people who are there. And I love that I'm not this body. Most of us kind of get, oh yeah, I'm not this body. I'm not even this mind. Oh, but I love my mind. I'm not a mother. That's not my real identity. I'm not a wife. That's not my real identity. I'm not a woman. That's not my real identity. My true identity is God. As is yours. That's not my truth. That's our truth. Just because we don't realize it doesn't make it any less true. It's kind of the secret that we have to carry as we walk through lives. So we need that, I think, I need that daily, nobody is going to thunderbolt you if you don't do it daily, but that spiritual practice to connect up, to get the noise out of the way, to go, wait a minute, what do I know is true? And one of my favorite terms of Ernest Holmes, although I think he got it from Swedenborg, is the idea of divine influx. And that's why Ernest Holmes talked about we must remain open at the top. To be open to new ideas about ourselves that aren't different in truth. It's just our expanded awareness of the truth we are to live, that the truth we are. So that daily spiritual practice is for that opening, and that gives us discernment, that gives us greater wisdom to navigate, and someday to know, I think as Leora's song kind of indicated, the oneness. That's that most elusive truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oneness, that if I can walk around in my country and talk to people who voted for the current administration, and see them as an expression of God, no less, no more than I am. Because my opinions kind of And sometimes what seems to be the evidence, if I just use my eyes, it is different. And if I call it my truth, is that this administration is wrong, if I call that my truth, I have to cling and be in a position about it, rather than saying, my opinion is that it's wrong, and I'm going to hold the greater truth to know that something good is unfolding, and I need to add to that consciousness. Because when I focus on that opinion being my truth, then I focus on that. And truth is so much larger than our opinions or our ideas of ourselves. That's where I need to go. I dare say that's where we need to go. To that greater truth that is greater than maybe our individual senses of truth. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. And I got reminded about truth. Steve and I went to a concert in Seattle of a woman named Gina Salah. You know Gina. I don't think Gina's been up here, but she grew up in it. She's a younger than I am, young woman. That used to mean 20, now it means in her probably 40s, maybe even 50 now. But she grew up in an ashram in the US and has lived in India. And she teaches chants, she knows chants from all the world religions, including some of our New Thought kind of chant. I mean, she just knows everything, and she is a walking embodiment of oneness consciousness. And she, between the chants we were doing Friday night, she put that in one of her little English chants, and the truth she lives is, you are so deeply loved. You are so deeply loved. I am so deeply loved. In fact, I'm going to have you just put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, so you can be in your own self. And just say, I am so deeply loved. 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 And from that truth, opinions can fall away. They can be held lightly. You can walk in the world and be safe to listen to others who believe different things, because you are so deeply loved, no matter what. And I think that's an "and so it is" moment.
Thank you, Liz. Beautiful. Humble yourself in the sight of your sister. Bend down low and humble yourself in the sight of your brother. We gotta ask him what he knows, and we shall lift each other up higher and higher. We shall lift each other up. Humble yourself in the sight of your children. Bend down low and humble yourself in the sight of our children. We gotta know what they know. We shall lift each other up. humble yourself.
Success. We should lift each other up. Thank you both. That was absolutely wonderful. And I am deeply loved. Thank you, Liz. Absolutely. Thank you.
It's fine now.
And it's announcement time. I know, it's very exciting. So today, for our announcements, it's Potluck Sunday. Yes. So everyone is welcome. Please join us. Do we have a slide?
Not for potluck.
Okay, we have a slide for weekly events. And I just want to remind you that we will not be announcing these every week. They will be listed here on our whiteboard. They will be listed on our Zoom slide for our online people. And they're on our website newsletter, so there you have it. Oh, I'm finished. And I get to invite the wonderful Nancy up to talk about the winter concert. Yay!
Okay, everybody. So, our major fundraiser of the year is just 2 weeks away. That's 2 weeks away. However, sales have been very slow. So, it's time for us to take some action and overcome our usual tendency to procrastinate. Without your help, we risk not meeting our goals for this important event. Our objective is to sell 100 tickets. And we now have 2 weeks to reach that target. So I want to urge each of you to get involved, invite your friends, family, encourage them to attend. Consider purchasing tickets as an early Christmas present. That's what I plan to do. Even if you're unable to attend yourself, maybe you can buy a couple of tickets so we can pass them on to someone who might not otherwise be able to join us. And if you want to come, but you're concerned about money these days, please come see me. I've got tickets to give away. This concert offers fantastic value because for $20, you get 2 hours of outstanding music. Last year, we had Leora and Jaye, and they were fabulous. They all sang Christmas songs. We had so much fun. And 2 years ago, we had our dear Linda Kidder and Alex Whitaker, and we've invited them back this year. Yes. You know, Linda's here quite often. We all know how talented she is. Last week, Nathan was telling us that she sang Janis Joplin in their Woodstock review. So, I mean, how much better does that get? And Alex, who is a local guitarist and singer, I was blown away by his guitar playing 2 years ago. My God, that man can play guitar. So they were wonderful as well. So I also want to point out that this year the concert is from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, because we don't want people driving home in the dark or using that as an excuse for not coming. You can come and go home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and have had a wonderful, wonderful time. So, and now I want to just tell you about some good news, and that's the fact that we have received more than 15 fabulous donations to our silent auction. And here are some of the exciting items that we have up for bid. We have a gift certificate for a local naturopath consultation. It's valued at $250. Yeah, it's going to go, and it's for real value. We have a gift certificate for flowers from Ashbury and Logan, valued at $100. We have 2 tickets to the Snow Queen Panto at the White Rock Players Club.
I have a poster. Judy Mittens says she goes every year and it's fabulous. So we have 2 tickets for the Elvis Christmas in Hawaii at the Peninsula Productions. We have 6 large gift baskets that different people in our community have put together. And they include wellness, some of them include wellness products, charcuterie items, spa items, coffee items, children's gift items, spiritual books. And yeah, there again, some of them, you know, are valued well over $100. And usually what we do is have a minimum bid of half the value. So you can get some real deals here. We have some handmade pottery coffee cups from one of our members. And we have a couple of limited edition prints, including a Bateman. So that's quite exciting. So we sincerely appreciate the generosity of everyone who has donated to the auction. But to make the most of these amazing items, we need a strong turnout at the concert. So we have lots of people bidding. So if you cannot attend the event, like Jill here is going to be in Mexico. I know. That's the only excuse for not attending. But you're interested in the auction, and it was Jill that gave me this idea because she said, I want to put in a bid on one of the items. And I said, okay, sure, what's your minimum, what's your maximum, and I'll look after it. So if anybody else wants to do that, come see me. So, we're counting on the support of everyone in our community to make this concert a financial success. And although we are regularly advertising on our social media, we have put up posters around town, and Janet tells me she has more posters and wants somebody to put one up at Pelican Rouge, so there we are. We have an ad appearing in this week's Peace Arch News, print and digital, so you can be on the lookout for that. However, word of mouth remains the most effective way to sell tickets. So please spread the word and help us achieve our goal. And Diane has some tickets back there, and you can order the tickets on our website as well. And now I'd like to ask Janet to come up because she has a very special announcement to make today.
Thanks, Nancy. So, just as an addition to that, the concert is on the 30th of November, just so everybody knows.
At Elgin Hall.
At Elgin Hall, yeah, not here, but at Elgin Hall on Crescent Road. So, nice big facility. We will get 100 people in there easily. Yeah. So there you go. Which is where we had it last year, same place, yeah. So, are there a lot of November birthdays in the room? Oh, there's
one more hiding the blue shirt.
Oh, 3. Well, we also have 4 because our dear Ray here, it's actually her birthday today. And she was giving me a bit of an anxiety attack because she was late.
I almost didn't come.
And we have birthday cake. So, so even if you can't stay for potluck, you may definitely have a piece of birthday cake to celebrate the November, and not just Ray, all of the November birthdays. So I just wanted to let you know that we'll be doing that after the service. Okay, maybe with lunch or I don't know, whatever works for everybody. We can eat dessert first, right? Yeah. Okay, that was my announcement. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Janet. So it's time for that wonderful time of offertory. As we prepare to give, we recognize that we are participating in the infinite flow of good. We remember that we live in a universe of abundance, and every gift we offer is an affirmation of that truth. We give from a place of gratitude, knowing that our contribution helps sustain and expand the love, learning, and spiritual nourishment that this beloved community provides. We give not from obligation, but from a consciousness of abundance and gratitude. Giving is an affirmation that we live in a universe that is always supporting us, always providing, and always overflowing with good. Whether your gift is time, treasure, or talent, know that it uplifts not only this community, but your own spiritual life. Your giving allows us to say yes. Yes to love, yes to growth, yes to possibility. And if it feels right to you, take your gift and hold it to your heart. Now gently bring a mind of specific good that you desire in your life. Something meaningful, something real. See it clearly. Feel it now. And then envision a specific good for our beautiful center. See it thriving. See it serving. See it filled with joyful, loving people, as each and every one of you are. Know this good is already here, and more is on its way. Let's affirm together. With a grateful heart, I joyfully and mindfully give. Knowing that abundance flows through us. And our community thrives. As I share, I know I am blessed. And so it is. And I'd like to invite the ushers forward to begin passing the baskets.
Thank you.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Love is my source, love is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, peace gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Reverend Liv, please come up and join us. Oh, and I'll first read a blessing from the basket for all our beautiful online people, and I think our online practitioner Pamela is with us today. And this is for all of you. An intellectual idea will never stimulate thought in the same manner that a spiritual idea does. Oh, yummy. The possibilities. My goodness. This is good. Yes, and that is from Ernest Holmes. So let's do a blessing here. I bless these gifts. I bless the givers and the receivers. I bless this wonderful community. I know that these gifts make a difference in the lives touched, the hearts opened, and a vision for a world that works for all. Thank you, you beautiful people. And so it is. And I just want you to know that these beautiful practitioners, including Rev Liz, who is a practitioner first, all of us are available for prayer, and we would love for you to come. We love to serve you, and we also have our online practitioners that are available. There is Pamela there, and she is available for you to do prayer. So please ask. And there's also a box at the back if you wish to do it that way. And there's also online availability as well. So just step forward. We just love to serve you. So I think that just about wraps her up, except, do we want to stand or do we just want to jump up and scream out loud? Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called love.
It's this thing called love.
It's this thing called truth. Truth. I know it. I feel it. I am it. And so it is. Thanks, everyone. Join us for potluck. Buy your tickets and join us for lunch. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week.